Nier, Drakengard, Nier. My favorite franchise, I think. I'm pretty sure. Now, just to start this off light, just for some background of it. Nier, I got into Nier Automata back in like what, 2019, bro. I don't even know where or like when I heard of it first, but like I'm pretty sure I seen Etika. If you know who Etika is, you know, I saw him talking or like watching like a video on it, on like the explosion, and it shows like two bees, you know, without skirt, you know, phase. And then I also heard like the whole thing about it having like 26 endings. That really piqued my interest back then. So like one night I just randomly looked for it on the Xbox store, and it was like on sale for like $20 something, I don't know, $38. And I asked my parents if they could get it for me. Surprisingly, they said yes. And so that night I got Nier Automata, and I played it, and I played it. And I found myself that I couldn't stop playing it. Matter of fact, just to start off light, I actually forgot to get it. Oh. Would you look at that? I don't know when I got it, but I got the PS4 copy along with the fact that I bought it digitally on PS4 maybe like 3 years ago, you know. But yeah, so just saying, I've owned that game 3 times and soon to be 4, because I'm actually wanting to buy the Switch version that has exclusive cosmetic content, and I have a Switch, so you know. I don't know, this like series really just intrigues me so much with like the overarching stories of like how they can stand on their own, but once you like understand everything, bro, no. We have lore from stage plays, manga, novels. Matter of fact, your hot boys. We have stuff from Long Story Short. I just found out the other day that we have another thing called Short Story Long that has A2 on it. Excuse me. I'm gonna get that one. So don't have her with me right now. But yeah, it goes to say, when I first bought it, I fell in love with the story, the characters, the melancholic atmosphere of everything, like the whole somber feeling of it, everything feeling very emotional and beautiful. I couldn't say no. I couldn't run away from it. It's like a crazy drug, I guess, you know. So much so that I made it my favorite game of all time. And it's funny because my favorite game genre is actually turn-based combat, and it depends on like how many mechanics they implement, but yeah, turn-based combat. And like my actual least favorite type of gameplay is usually like action, hack and slash type of gameplay, which that's exactly what it is, along with some, you know, RPG elements, which it is a RPG. But yeah, so Nier Replicant, or just original Nier, Nier Replicant, and Nier Gestalt. My friend who I was game share at the time, he had bought it, and I was trying it out, and I actually stopped playing it for some reason. But like a year or 2 ago, I actually went back and actually played it because I bought it digitally. Bro, I beat it, and I beat all the endings. And looking into the background lore of Nier Automata, which I haven't read all of the novels and the manga we have along. Oh man, it's so much, bro. Along with the drama CD. Sorry, a fucking train came through. It's actually actively still coming through. I live very close by the railroad. But anyways, look deeper into the lore, watch the anime, which actually opened me up about like certain lore things because it actually expanded on some side quests with this one character who is a Yorha unit that deserted them and linking them kind of in a way to 2B. But I won't get into that, no spoilers here. Never want to do that. But yeah, when I started thinking of it in my way, honestly, Nier Replicant actually was my second favorite game. It is my second favorite game. But I'm gonna be honest, if Nier Replicant had the fucking gameplay and like everything else of Nier Automata, that would be my number one, because I like the story more of Replicant more than Automata. And just show off some more background stuff of like how much of a fucking crazy fan I am, along with having Nier Replicant version 1.22474487139. I also have the Japanese original copy of Nier Replicant for the PS3, which actually came with a little, just a little letter from the person who gave it to me. I bought it from like Macari. Yeah, they wrote a little note for me and made it through a little 9S in there. Yeah, pretty nice. But not only that, I also have the original Nier Gestalt, the American version for us Americans, because the Japanese company thought that Americans don't want to play a little boy, so it gives a big, strong man. Which actually kind of like, it kind of weirdens the lore, because in the original copies of these, you don't get ending E. That's in Replicant Remaster, which is the more canonical like setting for this game. But either works, but it's more leaning to the brother. And I actually, the main character of Nier Replicant, because is actually my favorite protagonist in video games of all time. And I just like that quote, just get on the track of the World File novels. I don't know why I said it like that, but yeah, the Project Gestalt collections, File 1 and 2, which actually dives more into like the internal monologue, some background themes that are like possibly a little bit too much for the games, especially one describing why Nier, the boy, when he's younger, wears a ponytail in his hair. I can't say that here, but yeah. I'm talking about a lot of Nier. There's a little bit too much Nier, I only have one thing to show for this part, but for his original series, Drakengard 1 and 3, 2 is like on the other side because fans don't think that it's canonical. Essentially, that time Yoko Taro was actually, not really feeling the best because he was really stressed out. So 2 was left up to somebody else, which kind of fell out of its original factor of like being the darker fantasy of Square Enix. It kind of felt like more like regular just Final Fantasy tropes, less somber and sad, more, just cool gang, defeating, whatever. But nevertheless, still pretty cool. But I only have Drakengard 3 with 0. And fancy enough, it has the blue stripe like the PS4 games, because this was like one of the last games made in the PS3's like lifespan, which I really wish they would have waited, because this game is fucking dog shit. And not because it's dog shit, but because playing it is dog shit. This game requires too much power, to the point that literally playing this game on a normal PS3, it runs at like 5 to 10 frames per second. bro. You literally have to like lower your fucking frames or your resolution on your PS3 to even play this shit somewhat. Which the ideal way of playing it is emulation, and nobody will tell me no, you know, any other way, you know. But yeah, that's all I got to show for that. I will be diving more into it because there's the Utahime 5 manga. There's the Drakengard anniversary collection box, which is like fucking $400 to $500. I don't have anything that actually show for the anime, technically. I got this little cheap ass fucking thing from eBay, which is this. It does have all 24 episodes, but I actually do want to get the actual, like, you know, like volume 1 and 2 box, which are like $119 each from the Crunchyroll store. But yeah, that shit was like $22. The anime is really good. Honestly, I didn't watch it at first because I was like, I don't like the idea of like watching something where I already know what's gonna happen. But recently, when I did go back and like look into it, oh my gosh, I'm so fucking mad I did not watch it, bro. But what can you do? What can you do? But let's dive some more into my collection, I guess. I went to a convention this year, MegaCon in Orlando, Florida. Went by a booth that had like some soundtracks for video games. I was just looking around. Usually I don't really buy stuff from conventions, but oh my god, I saw they had some Nier stuff and I bought it instantly. I said, what's the price? They said something, I said, I don't care. I think this is like what, 35, this was 40, I think. I really don't know. This is a complete soundtrack for Nier Automata. Bro, the disc. Fuck are you talking about? Oh man. And this one is actually the 15 Nightmares in a Range tracks. I'm pretty sure this is the if I had to guess, this is actually the like DLC from the original PS3 games and Xbox 360 for the American version. This is like the original thing where in the DLC that you actually get to play as the other protagonist from the, you know, opposite game. But nevertheless, pretty cool, you know. I actually used to own the black box for Nier Automata, which is a collection edition, but I ended up selling it. I will get it back someday. And there's also a white box for Nier Replicant. So, more cool stuff. We got Grimoire Nier. This is such a cool book. It's literally like, I bought it mainly for, well, of course, for my collection, but I mainly bought it for the, like, back part of it. It's like these little small side stories that expand even more on the lore of, like, background stuff in the beginning, even before the beginning of Nier Replicant. Mainly with Grimoire Vice, which is the book that hangs around Nier, you know. But it's actually, like, it tells you stuff about the characters, it showcases stuff. The cool thing that it actually shows you, if I can fucking find it, it shows you fucking EXP values and shit, bro. Like, how fucking crazy is that? Like, I didn't even know fucking Kaine and Emil actually had proper like EXP and health values and H and like fucking attack values. I just thought, you know, just another party, but you know, that doesn't really matter that much. Nah, these niggas actually have proper leveling up systems, bro. Like, it shows you story walkthroughs, gives you hints about side quests. Bro, I bought this shit so fast, bro. Honestly, I have no idea how much money I've spent this year, mainly just on Nier, Nier actually. It's crazy. And then we get into the Nier art book, which, you know, I'll showcase that. I'll showcase that at the end of the video probably. And this like shows you the works of Nier Automata, Replicant, and actually the mobile game Nier Reincarnation, which got shut down. It was a free-to-play gacha game that everybody just kind of didn't really care for. They thought, oh, it's just a gacha game, doesn't matter. It fucking mattered. It was the actual Nier 3. And I actually was like, fuck it, let me play this one day. Tell me why I literally downloaded it one night. Turns out I downloaded the day that it shut the fuck down. I was just looking there like, oh wow, can I play it? Read it, I was like. So yeah, I missed out on that. I did watch like a YouTube story thing on it, but yeah. And then I guess like last stuff, we have the world guide for Nier Automata, which this one showcases 2B and 9S again. This one, of course, showcasing, you know, A2. And they actually have these like things on the back of them, which you can actually see them. Oh shit, on my wall. This one, yeah. So, I think you can tell that I really love this series, no, this franchise, because, bro, hold up. He actually had another mobile game called Xeno Alice. I never even heard of this shit until recently, and that shit got shut down too. So I'm about to like look at the story and lore of that, and then he has these 3 games called Voice of Callers, which I actually already bought on the PlayStation Store, that I'm gonna play because they're only digital. I wish they were physical. I would buy them in a heartbeat. How much can I glaze Yoko Taro? That man inspires me to be such a good writer. I don't want to be like a copy of him or anything, but like, if there was a man who to like look up to in terms of like story writing and building characters and making emotions feel real, it would be him, bro. That man, he's the GOAT to me, bro. I can't. And on top of that, he worked for my favorite company, Square Enix, which I'll talk more about that some other time, how I feel about Square Enix as of recently this year and last year. But other than that, I think that was a pretty good, you know? I wish I had the other stuff. I'm gonna get a Xeno Alice poster, something for Reincarnation. I'm gonna get the Nier drama CD that actually shows you these 50 tracks of like what was happening in the aftermath and like everything that was happening with the even more behind the scenes of Drakengard 1 ending E. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you already know or don't know, Drakengard 1 has 5 endings, and the last ending E, is the joke ending, which canonically leads into Nier the universe. You get shot out of the air with a fucking fighter jet, and you and your dragon die. Honestly, we're looking through this world of Nier and Drakengard as a whole. I don't think I'll ever be able to confidently just say that that I'm not impressed by the way that they just make everything feel so sad, but yet so beautiful at the same time. The world, you see it falling apart, but everything it makes you want to cling to this stuff, which is what I can definitely say what sums up the story of this, the overall story of it. I don't think I can really find like another game that'll really encapsulate like how much creativity that I want to bring out of myself in my own video game creation. What can I do to give a fraction of this, and not to undersell myself or just upsell this, too much, but like when you really look at this, even Reincarnation, a fucking mobile game, the areas are like beautiful, the characters are very memorable. You know, that game overall is a tax, but you know, I mean, oh, I forgot to even mention, I have a Nier tattoo, which in French, of course, it means to deny, but if you reverse it to rien, it means, what is it? Nothing. Yeah. But, yeah, going back to my favorite protagonists and my favorite series, so. I mean, if you say it this long, man, thank you. You know, I just really can't express like how much I love this series, and you know, me wanting to be a video game director. I mean, this is my one of many inspirations into trying to get into what I'm, you know, looking forward to be a part of. Shot. Oh yeah, the stage play. I wish I could have made one of those. Well, been to one of those, you know. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for clicking on this video and you know, making it this far. You know, I just can't help but express like how I want to share this whole franchise with people. You know, there's people that want to like gatekeep their favorite franchises and their fandoms. Bruh, fuck no. I want to share with as many people as I can. It's already a small fandom as it is, somewhat, which is why all the like merch and shit is like very expensive. Can't find anywhere. But yeah, thank you. And what's it? I'll make some more videos. I really need to, bro. Thank you.